Mom, get the camera, the new Sophie Rain promo move just dropped. We're gonna take a look at the newest business venture of Sophie Rain, one of the biggest OnlyFans stars in the recent, let's say, 1 or 2 years. Had a very quick rise to millions of dollars per month. So I, as a marketer and a salesman who doesn't really care about anything else on this channel than how do I make more money, how do you guys make more money, I'm just gonna do a little breakdown, a little analysis of what they have even just done and how you can implement the basic formula behind this, because I think it's very interesting and goes very deep. So let's get right into it. First of all, I have my MacBook here, so I'm prepared. Essentially, what did even happen? Sophie Rain and a bunch of other creators moved into a big content house. It's called the Bob House, and they announced it big, shooting a bunch of content together. And essentially, it's pulling a shit ton of views. People react to it, sparks a bunch of controversy. Fire. Now, this concept isn't new in itself. I think a lot of YouTubers and online personalities have done that. Most famously, the Sidemen from 2015 YouTube, I guess. So moving into a content house together, not a new idea. Doing it for OnlyFans stars, alright, that's kind of new at this level. I know people who've done that, but at this high level, smart, alright. Because what comes out of this? They also started a podcast in the Bob House that is called The Bob House, which at this point really, congratulations for this spark of creativity when it came to naming the fucking podcast. But that's just a side note that pissed me off. Essentially, what comes out of this house? Yeah, podcast, cool. Second of all, you got a shit ton of controversy because a bunch of OnlyFans girls in the same house, they're all making money, they all know what to say. Yeah, I made this much money. Sophie Rain said she got offered that much millions for her virginity, which, no man on earth can tell me he believes this bitch is a virgin. Second of all, no, you did not get that much money for it. You know what I mean? Stop capping, bro. Don't fucking lie. But okay, game recognizes game. In the end, you're a marketer. Alright, as a salesman, I get it. So, a bunch of controversy, a lot of clips go viral. Fine. Then, the announcement of the house, marketing itself. They announced it 20 different times, on different videos. Yeah, the Bob House, room tour, and when my dad asks how I pay the rent, little dance, titties out. That shit all draws views, draws subscribers. So what they have done very good here is they squeezed every drop of attention out of it, which is a good thing as a marketer. You want to do that. If you just move in a house and be yo guys, we're living in a house now, camera off, order pizza, that shit not gonna be effective. You want to announce this shit, get a bunch of reactions, announce it again, let people know, alright, now we moved in, this is the room tour, as luxurious as possible. Then start a podcast, say outrageous shit, do content together, show the OnlyFans earnings, if they're legit or not. By the way, the ones she showed were actually, but even if they weren't, go viral because of that. So you get, it's like a graph, viral. So this is how you want to do this shit. Even if you just have two creators and they say, yeah, let's spend 2 weeks together in some country, shoot content, announce it again, leak shit. Because if one goes viral, the other one goes as well. Double the subscribers. This is the type of shit you want to do. But we're not even halfway through the video because this is just how it started and there's more and more marketing moves behind this. Because like I already mentioned, there's a shit ton of content collabs. Makes sense, right? They live together in a house, they do a dance together, they do a little video together. Here's the beauty behind this. If you have that many mediums, let's say, you have the podcast, you have the TikToks from her, you have the TikToks from her, you have the Reels from her, you have the different Twitter accounts, you have the official Bob House account and all this shit. You have other reaction YouTubers on that. Once a single person that views one video of, let's say, Sophie Rain or whoever, gets interested in her, he gets put into this infinite loop. That's what I like to call in our agency. It's an infinite loop, essentially. You watch one video of Sophie, then you see a collab with her irrelevant friend number 1. Then she does a collab with irrelevant friend number 2. Then she does a collab with irrelevant friend number 3. And she with Sophie. And then they go on a podcast. And then here they go on a trip. And they move together. And she leaks the earnings. You essentially put the viewers into your own mini bubble. Everywhere they go, they see this and this and this. You just have 4 times the creators, but you have 10 times the views. And we've tried this in our own agency as well. This has made us millions, I can tell you, 100%. Getting creators to do collabs, getting creators to just be publicly befriended, publicly on the same team, not the same agency, don't be a fucking retard, but on the same team, super effective. Because yes, some subscribers will figure out that you have the same agency, the same selling systems. Yeah, they're gonna get pissed off, who cares? Wah. But most of the subscribers sub, even though they would have never subbed originally, because now his two favorite creators are like friends and he gets pulled into this loop of both of them because they also go viral. Super effective. But we're still not through with the video, because here's the next step that I find it very, very interesting. Remember when I talked about Lily Phillips fucking like 100 dudes in one day, allegedly? Remember when I talked about Jellybean pissing off UFC fans? Remember when I talked about Corinna Koff pissing off people with leaking their earnings? Pissing off people is making money. If you piss off enough people, you become fucking rich. All right? So this is the perfect marketing strategy. Controversy. That's how marketing works. That's what you want to do. You have to have people don't like you. So what did the Bob House, I feel like an idiot calling them that, by the way. What did they do? Of course, as every marketer does. And you should write that shit down, because as I've told you, that seems to be a pattern at some point, is they started some beef. Is it staged? 80 to 90% yes. With the Buzz House. Who is the Buzz House, you may ask? I have no fucking idea. I do not want to know. I do not want to do my research. Research on this video already fucked me. But also irrelevant house full of gay little nerds, allegedly. I don't care. There's also another house called the Blonde House, all right? So you see there's a trend going on. They all beef between each other, right? They're all kind of like doing, yeah, this house, their shit. We do it better than them. What did I say? Create your own bubble. Create your own microcosmos. You're a fan of this house, then you hear about them. You kind of watch it now, and you're a fan of this house, and this TikToks, and these reels, and the website, and the short form content, and the Twitter, and the podcasts. You see, like once as a viewer you get into this bubble, you will end up on one of these OnlyFans accounts. From the Blonde House, the Bob House, the Buzz House, whoever. So, and if you can put one and one together, how high are the chances that all of these guys kind of work with the same agency? Not saying they do, I'm just saying it would make a shit ton of sense. But I'm not here to expose other agencies. I'm just here to recognize game when I see one. Game recognizes game. Marketing recognizes marketing. That shit's smart as fuck. So this is essentially the new marketing move. Cool. Cool history lesson. Cool. Yeah, makes sense. How can we implement this in your guys' agencies? Because I've implemented a shit ton of this already. How can you guys do that? Now, first of all, keep in mind, content creator collabs always bring money, especially if you're kind of in the same niche, or if you're in completely different niches. So you have one goth emo girl and one blonde cheerleader. That's also a good collab, because now some people in her audience are going to switch over and you just kind of like have this interesting, let's say, polarizing duo. First step. Second of all, controversy and beef always works. If you want to get attention, you can do it the positive way or the negative way. Negative always will have a 10x multiplicator on the attention, because if there's one thing people like more than titties, is to correct others and hate on others. Reddit principle. Check out my Reddit video, like I said there. So being controversial, starting beef, or getting people to not like you has some downsides, especially for the creator. You want to communicate that like, hi, we're thinking about doing that, just to let you know you're gonna get a lot of people messaging you, insulting you. We just want to make sure you're okay with that, because if your creator doesn't have thick skin, I mean, bro, I'm making OnlyFans videos on YouTube, right? Like, I get half of my comments are hate comments anyway. Do I give a shit? No, I would smoke all of you in a boxing match anyway. But as a creator, you're much more perceptive to the public opinion, right? So if your creator doesn't have a thick skin, don't be an asshole. Don't spark controversy. Still check in with them. But of course, it's gonna make a shit ton of money, so you can let them know like, hi, let's do it in the future maybe, but this shit's gonna work. It's fucking effective. And third of all, the good old faking OnlyFans earnings, right? If there's no hope left, if you don't know how to get views, this is always gonna work. Just Photoshop a fucking picture. Yeah, I made 100 million earnings in a single day, and the whole red pill Twitter bubble is gonna take you apart, and you're gonna get like, maybe you can even pull it off. Maybe then you actually make 50 million. You can just kind of like switch up the screenshot with the real one, like so nobody notices. Who knows? But this shit's fucking effective. So this is essentially the breakdown on how this marketing move worked. I like seeing this because it's effective. And again, Sophie Rain's been around for like over a year, over 1.5, 2 years maybe. And let me just tell you, as someone who's been in the OnlyFans space for over 4 years, staying relevant for over, let's say, almost 2 years, that's hard. And that's an achievement. Becoming relevant, that's particularly easy, right? You can just leak some earnings, you can do this. A lot of people get relevant for some period of time. Staying relevant is where the real marketers, the real businessmen shine, because that's the hard part. Staying relevant, staying in the spotlight. Look at most famous songs you know. Most of the guys who did the songs never were as successful. You know who stayed as successful? Drake, for example. Is he a zesty faggot? Yes. Does he make good music? I'm not gonna comment that, no. But he stayed relevant for a shit ton of time. So obviously him or whoever is managing him does a fantastic job. And this is where you want to get your inspiration from. Now, enough talking. If you want to know more about the OnlyFans management insights, how to make more money and spot this stuff right when it happens, join my 10,000 plus member OnlyFans management community on Telegram completely for free. Just join via the first link in the description. Get all the help you need. With that being said, have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.